Hello and welcome to Jeopardy at Home. I'm your host, Alec Winchell, back for another week, and we thank you for joining us. Now, here on the show, we like to tell you a little bit about just how the sausage is made. Now, normally, we get our contestants sourced every game through my bi-weekly Craigslist posts. But today, we're doing something a little bit different. We actually have our first ever fan contestant who saw the show organically and reached out to join. He's also our youngest contestant of all time. We'll meet him in just one moment. But folks, keep in mind, this is still the absolute Wild West of Jeopardy at Home. There are no rules. We have not yet been bought out by any ABC subsidiaries. If you reach out to be on the show, I pretty much just have to put you on it. So folks, go ahead and get ready for another exciting game, the likes of which we've never seen here on Jeopardy at Home. Let's go ahead and meet our first contestants. First, joining us all the way from Long Island, New York, we have Carly. Carly?
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Pleasure to see you, Carly. I'm struggling beneath the weight of inadequate internet.
Oh no!
I think I see you now.
This is mortifying. Is this my fault?
Oh no, it's definitely my fault. Okay. We'll see how it goes. Let's say hello now to one of the most hyped contestants in all of Jeopardy at Home history. We say hello to Chris, joining us from Maryland.
Hi,
Chris,
ladies and gentlemen.
how are you doing?
Hi. Doing good. Like I said, I watched last night getting prepared.
You are an absolute vision, Chris. It is a pleasure to have you on the show.
Yes, sir. Of course,
everybody knows who's up next. The man, the myth, the legend. The person who may fix this hellish internet connection. Javi, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm glad to be back for yet another show.
Oh God, oh no. It's definitely a problem on my end, but we'll power through it. Javi, do I have you now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Nope, he's trying to talk, I can see that, but he is not in the game.
Can you hear me?
I can hear and see you.
I can hear him.
I can hear you now.
All right.
No, I'm buzzing in.
Tell me, contestants, can you hear me? Am I coming through?
Yeah, I hear you. You're a little laggy, but I can hear you.
TikTok. Wait, so who's that?
No, the problem is with me. All right, let's. Oh God! Oh no! We've gone to the highest of highs, and will technical difficulties be the death of Jeopardy at Home? There.
Oh, no.
We lost our host.
I am your host, Chris Harris from Baltimore, Maryland. Our two contestants, we have the champion, the reigning defending his gold, Javi. And from all the way in New York, where the Yankees play, we have... I forgot your name.
Chris, I think you're the man to replace Alec here. I think you have the coach that he's lacking. I think you might be the next host of the show.
This president was in Night at the Museum and begins with a T. Who is it?
Oh, man. Teddy Roosevelt.
Correct.
This isn't the game.
Oh.
I hear a fan. I hear
Chris,
someone else.
Chris, what did you have for lunch today?
I don't know. I didn't really have anything.
Javi, what'd you have?
I haven't eaten yet. I'm waiting until after the show.
I really hope Alec come back. I think the stand-up stabbed him. Let me go downstairs since my dad's done. I can charge my computer.
Receive a message from Alec. He is trying to get back on. He should be on shortly. So.
Yeah! We need the greatest host. Going downstairs to charge my computer. Jeopardy at home. That didn't go so well so far.
Here we are.
Folks, how we doing?
Here's the host.
All right, we're back.
It may have seemed like I'm an incompetent idiot hosting the show who can't even get his own internet to work. That's not true. That was actually a test to see who the next host of Jeopardy at Home might be. Chris, you passed with flying colors.
Thank you.
All
Now
right.
I'm gonna see who the ninth president is.
I think we got it. Let's go ahead and play Jeopardy if anybody's interested in doing that. We've said hello to everybody, but per usual, we want to get to meet you two. Carly, for the love of God, I'd love to ask you a question.
Yes.
You are close friends with Alex and her father, Mr. Gordon, who were on the show last week and suffered a defeat at the hands of Javi. What would it mean to you to avenge her loss and defeat the Mad King Javi?
You know, it would definitely mean a lot. The Gordons have been very kind to me in introducing me LA, and I got to meet you through it. So it would mean a lot to bring it home for my friend and her lovely father.
That's a very emotional story, reminiscent of those American Idol montages. And Chris, we come to you. I'm a little bit scared now. It seems like you're gunning for my job, but that's not the only inspiration you have. I know that you're something of an amateur turning into professional rapper. What can you tell us about that?
Yes, that is very true. I have 2 albums on my SoundCloud, one releasing in October for Halloween and one releasing in December for Christmas. And I got my motivation through Eminem.
That is some beautiful stuff. Make sure to hit us with the link for that SoundCloud at the end of the game. Maybe you can even design a theme song for us. And Javi, I'm getting tired of talking to you, but I have to ask you another question.
Yeah.
You're the man, you're the myth, you're the legend. What is up with this run on Jeopardy at Home? Do you have some sort of spiritual good luck charm, perhaps a horseshoe hidden beneath your foot? Well, what's going on?
It's not so much a horseshoe. I've been drinking this like energy powder though that gets me really amped up before the shows. So I want to thank the good folks that make that because it's really, I think, taking my performance to the next level.
Trying to hawk products on the show, Javi becoming something of an enemy to me as all of my guests are slowly turning against me in my moment of need. All right, folks, it's already been the length of a normal episode, but let's go ahead and finally take a look at the board for the first time. We will be looking at
I look like an alien.
Go ahead and tell me what country it is. Then we're going to look at flowers, flights, and then finally supreme and court decisions. Carly, you have the most picturesque background, so I'm going to go ahead and say that you begin.
Okay, great. Court decisions for 600.
Okay. Jumping around here, Roe v. Wade in 1971 established that women are legally protected when they undergo this medical procedure. And that is Javi buzzing in first.
What is abortion?
That is correct. And Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you are all set on the buzzer right now. Are you on that tech?
I clicked the buzzer. I hope it works.
Okay, perfect. You were just a little bit late on that one, but it is working for you. Javi, go ahead, take us to the spot.
All right, let's do flags for 1,000.
Wow, swinging big. This flag. Chris comes in first.
I'm gonna go. What is Czech Republic?
Oh, unfortunately, that is not correct. But we love that. Does anybody else want to venture a guess? No one ventures a guess, and we have to give some respect to Chris there for the audacity. Liberia. That is a very difficult flag, but we know Chris's strategy right now. He's going to take some swings. Javi, the board is back to you.
Let's do flags 800.
Okay. This flag. And that is Javi buzzing in after a moment.
What is Egypt?
That is correct. Are you going to keep us in the category?
Keep going. Keep going down. 600.
Okay, let's see. This flag. Javi, incredibly quick on the buzzer there.
What is Uruguay?
That is correct. Where do you take us now?
Let's finish it off.
Okay. We have this flag. Chris squinting, looks ready. Carly, is it the glare of the sun, or does she know? Chris is in just after Javi. Javi.
What is Mexico? Ah!
What is Mexico?
That is, both of you are correct. Unfortunately, I can only give Javi the points for it. But Chris, that's the correct answer in my book. Javi, you again.
All right, let's go to flights for 400.
Catch a flight out of JFK, Newark, or LaGuardia Airport when you leave this major city. And that is Javi again.
What is New York City?
New York City. The frustration on Carly's face. She knew the correct answer too, but Javi's fast above it. Chris and Carly, you got to get in there quick.
Flight 600.
Okay. No need to worry about headwinds when flying into O'Hare International Airport in this city. And that is Carly first.
Chicago.
Chicago is right. Are they learning your tricks, Javi? They're catching up to your speed. Carly, where do you take us?
Flights again.
Okay. Logan Airport, named after a 19th century war hero, is located just outside this city in the Northeast. And that is Javi first.
What is Boston?
That is correct.
Let's do flights.
Javi next. Okay. This airport, named after its Rocky Mountain city, is the largest in the U.S. Chris buzzes in on this 1,000. What do we got, Chris?
What is Colorado?
I unfortunately can't accept Colorado.
Ah!
We love that answer. Javi is the second to buzz in.
What is Denver?
That is correct. Chris, that is brutal. You absolutely had it in mind, but we're looking for the city. Unfortunate. Okay, Javi, where do you take us?
Let's do flowers for 400.
Okay. Forget Valentine's Day. This is the national flower of the United States all year. And that is Chris first.
What is a rose?
Absolutely. Got some positive points in there. And Chris, the board is yours.
Let's go flowers for 600.
Let's do it. This shade of purple gets its name from a plant that can also be found in many essential oils. And that is Javi first.
What is lavender?
That is correct. And you see the visible frustration on Carly's face. She's buzzing in second on a lot of these. Let's see if she's got the fourth quarter in her. Javi, where do you take it?
Flowers 800.
Okay. The name of this pink, blue, and purple flower species comes from the Greek word for water. And that is Chris first.
What is aqua?
Ooh, that is incorrect. Very close, but incorrect. Javi was in second.
What is hydrangea?
Hydrangea is correct from hydro. And we know the fans are asking at home, is Javi simply poaching off of Chris's answers, which are fundamentally correct, and then getting the points on the back end?
Let's finish the category.
Let's do it. This dark flower became the famous moniker of a murder victim in 1940s Los Angeles. Javi buzzes in on that one.
What is the black dahlia?
Yes, Black Dahlia, a young woman who was murdered. Noiry, Los Angeles. Okay, taking us to a new category.
Let's do court decisions 400.
Okay. Brown versus the Board of Education in 1954 ended this discriminatory practice in American schools. And that is Carly first.
What is segregation in schools?
That is correct.
I buzzed in even before you said it.
Carly, where do you take us?
Court decisions 800.
Okay. Citizens United versus FEC in 2010 removed restrictions on corporate political donations that violated this amendment. And that is Chris first.
13th. What is the 13th?
The 13th Amendment. I like that you're buzzing in on some unsure answers. Unfortunately, that is not correct.
Just having fun, I guess.
We have Carly buzzing in that.
What is the First Amendment?
That is correct. Apparently, money is a form of freedom of speech. I don't know about that. Carly, where do we go now?
Finish the category.
Let's do it. This 1803 SCOTUS case established the idea of judicial review, which allows the court to strike down laws as unconstitutional. Reaching back in the history books, and of course it's none other than Chris. Chris, what we got?
What is you have the right to attorney?
Again, we're in the right world, and I almost want to give you the points for it, but unfortunately, I cannot. It looks like Carly in a second.
Madison. What is Marburn versus Madison?
Yes, that is absolutely correct. Not
I'm like a pre-law major, so that's why.
Because I just learned this in school, like not like over a year ago.
Wow. You know what? Again, we have to ask if you've simply handed Carly the right answer. And before we go to the final category, we're going to take a quick look at the board. Chris, with perhaps the most impressive negative 3,300 points this game has ever seen. Carly with a really respectable 2,800. Javi, per usual, with 7,000. This game is far from over. So, Carly, you're going to take it to Clue and Supreme.
Supreme 400.
Okay. The Supreme streetwear brand can be identified by these two trademark colors. And that is Javi.
What are red and white?
That is correct. Javi, you wear a lot of Supreme?
A lot. Full closet.
Javi, which would you take us to?
Supreme for 600.
Okay. The word supreme is derived from super, which means above in this language. And again, just narrowly ahead of Chris, Javi buzzes in.
What is Latin?
That is correct. Carly needing some points to put herself in competition for that final jab. Javi, where do you take us?
Let's do 800.
Okay. Supreme sauce is a common creation in this European cuisine. And Chris, what's the answer?
Shoot. I'm gonna say bagels.
Okay, we'll phrase that as the form of a question. I believe we have what is bagel? Was that the answer that I heard?
Yeah.
Again, you're fundamentally there. It's almost rude of me to say that that's wrong, but I can't quite accept bagels. Javi buzzes in second.
What is French cuisine?
French cuisine is the answer that we're looking for.
I may be the worst competitor on Jeopardy, but at least I'm enthusiastic.
That is the truest thing I've ever heard. And you know what? That's the wrong way to frame it. I think you are the most tenacious competitor coming in, regardless of whether or not you know the answer.
Right.
And there's one opportunity for that glory to come to you. Let's go to Supreme for 1,000. This country is Supreme, the Ayatollah Khomeini, in 1979. And Chris, what country is it?
I'm gonna say, what is Russia?
I hate to tell you that that's wrong, but I think we both know that that is incorrect. Javi buzzes in second. Javi, what do we got?
What is Iran?
Iran is correct. And there we finish the board.
Javi wins.
Carly with 2,800 points, perhaps a winning total in any other game. But Javi is in the lead here with 9,800 points. Chris with a respectable negative 6,000. So keep in mind now that you can wager up to as much as you have. Chris, you can wager up to negative 6,000. If you're successful, you lose that money. Javi, you can wager 9,800, and Carly, you got 2,800 to play around with. Let's go ahead.
So wait, I don't have money though because it's negative though.
Yes, so you can wager any negative amount of money you want, and if you get the answer right, you can lose that money.
Oh shit! Shoot, my bad.
Well,
gotta keep PG.
The category is yoga. Go ahead and write down on a piece of paper, on your arm, somewhere, just how much money you'd like to wager. Remind fans that we have Jeopardy at Home on Instagram. Chris, you know what? I'd like to make the offer to you right now. Would you like to be the guest host of the Jeopardy at Home Instagram account next week?
Yes, sir.
Your wish is my command. You heard it here first. Chris, coming to you live on Insta next week. I think everybody's wagers are in, so let's go ahead and give you 30 seconds to think about the clue. Yoga has become a worldwide phenomenon with extensive online programs and classes taught with goats, but it began as a humbler tradition in this religion. 30 seconds. And that is time. Pens down. Another game that needs no final Jeopardy because the master did his work. But let's go ahead. Start with Chris. You had negative 6,000 points to play with. What was your wager?
All in negative 6,000.
Let's go, baby. Ride or die. What was your answer?
What is Christianity?
Christianity, a good guess, one of the most popular religions in the world, but unfortunately not the answer. So that is going to drop you down to negative 12,000 points. We know you'll be redeeming yourself next week on the Instagram account, so we will see you there. Carly, 2,800 points to play with. What was
Yeah,
your
I went all in. What is Hinduism?
That is a good wager and the correct answer. And that puts you at 5,600 points for the game. I think a tremendously respectable total. Javi, you started with 9,800. What was your wager?
I wagered 2,000.
Okay. And you also said Hinduism. So that's going to go ahead and put you at 11,800 for a game. Sound off in the chat to fact check me here, but that might be the highest total ever for a single game. It might be that Simone actually bested that, the champion Simone. And we're going to go ahead and realize that you now have 39,700 points in your Jeopardy at Home streak. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
An impressive run. The historic run continues. Carly, how do you feel now falling like Alex did to Javi's prowess?
I mean, I got to meet Chris in a personal chat room, so I kind of think I am a winner. So,
Right.
So I do feel like I beat Alex in a way.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris. Hi.
Hey.
Thank you for including me, Alec, and congratulations to the winner.
Incredible job, Carly. Thank you for playing. Chris, I'm already receiving some feedback on the message boards that the popularity of the show is growing by the second. What impact do you think you have now on the Jeopardy at Home community?
I think what it is we need to bring more enthusiasm to the show. And if I should be the co-host, if I should play again, try to get redemption, you know, it is what it is. But the thing is, I don't think no one can throw down Javi. I think Javi is going to run away with it until the COVID is over.
Wow.
Javi is going to win until like December, I think.
It might just be Javi. How do you feel about that prediction?
Seems like he's the only one who has more confidence in myself than I do. So I appreciate that. This is one of the craziest games I've ever played, and I appreciate Chris being here, bringing all this energy, and I hope we see more of you. And thanks to Carly for playing as well.
Like I said, I want to play again. I want to try to get redemption.
Chris, you will be here forever. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you to all the contestants. One last thing to do before we sign off. Chris, what's the link to your SoundCloud?
Billy Bars. So Billy and then Bars. BARZ.
Billy Bars, you heard it here first. Thanks, everybody, and we will see you on Friday.